this is going to be a box opening for the Ryobi 7 1/4 miter saw with a laser. So let's first look at the box and then we'll cut into it and see what's inside. So you can see in front here, we've got the saw. It does have a rear bagger on it. It's a pretty small blade, it's only 7 1/4, but for the projects that I want to do, that's currently what I need. It's compact, it's lightweight. I shall read off some of the features for you. Again, it's compact, it's lightweight. It cuts up to 2x4 cutting capacity and 4 1/4 cross cut capacity. It's got a carbide tipped 7 1/4 inch blade. It's got 9 stops for your miter cutting angles, so different angles you can cut the wood you want. Horizontal D handle, which means you're not cutting this way, you're cutting this way, so it makes it a lot easier to handle the saw. It's got a spindle lock for easy single wrench blade changes, which means you're only using one wrench to unscrew it. There's an actual lock on the saw to lock the spindle. Powerful 9-amp motor for a variety of small cuts. So again, it is a small saw, but if you're looking just for like a hobbyist saw, something to start off with, it's a great deal for what you get. And it's got the adjustable laser, which will show you exactly where the blade's going to be, so you can cut right where you need. Okay, and it comes with an easy carrying handle. Okay, so that's the side of the box there. Again, that's the other side. Pretty much nothing really outside that you need to look at anymore. So what we're going to do now is grab the X-Acto knife and we're going to cut into it. Okay, so what do we got here? Instructions and a couple batteries in the back there. Okay, and then we have Ryobi. You can see that? It's a Ryobi little bag there. So that's where all the dust and whatnot should collect, or most of it. Looks like some kind of brace in the back. This looks to me like it's a piece of, almost like a set screw, where we'll keep your wood against the saw so you cut it properly. Put it on the side. Then we got the main saw. Alright, okay. So looks like we gotta lift up the whole thing. Nicely compact, as you can see, fits in a small box. And then let's see how this will pull out. So the saw cable here. Alright, oh, okay. We got this huge zip down here. Cut that off. You know what? Do some shears for it. You always gotta have the right tool for the job. Right tool, easy. Okay. There it comes. Alright, now it's just styrofoam. Don't need that. Okay. A piece of styrofoam. So what do we got here? Alright, and there should be a lock here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Let me just flip this around. We'll start with. So there's a saw, as you can see. It goes down like that. Now, I believe there's a lock here. So there's a lock in the back where it will, once you lock it, you can't twist it. You can't basically change the angle. As you can see here, we're at 0 right now. And technically we can move it around. I guess you should probably lock it. And then if you need to move it to any direction you want, or any angle, let's lock it at 1. And now, that's your cutting right there. So it does come, as you can see, with the blade right there attached already, so you don't have to do anything. That looks like Allen wrench for the blade. So they have a storage space for that. This piece here, as you can see, this fits onto this side or the other side, whichever one you want. And essentially what that piece is, so for instance, if you have a piece of wood, which I don't really have here, but let's just use this box for instance. So if I'm going to cut this, what I do is I put it into here, and I use this head screw here, and that basically locks it. So as I'm cutting it, it gives me extra handle here, so it's more safer instead of the wood kicking out and whatnot. So that definitely holds it in place. Now again, you can move this to the other side and lock it into there. Just make sure it's properly set up, and there it is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a tissue, and I usually don't care about getting my hands greasy and whatnot, but for the time being I don't want to have any of this grease on my hands. Got a lot of grease on the saw, so that's fine. I just have to clean it off with some alcohol or something else to get rid of all the grease. So there's this part. Now this part here, as I seen in the store, it fits in the back. So essentially there's probably a screw there, sets of screws. You turn it like this. Yes. Okay. So there's 2 screws, one here and one on the other side. Oops. One here and one on the other side. And when you put this through here, essentially there's 2 screws which you lock in. Now, since that looks like it should be pretty easy to do, why don't we do it now? Just a couple of Phillips head screws. Helps to have all your tools right where you need it, right? Tools are definitely good. So let's screw this. Perfect. It was turning into a how-to instead of a box open here, eh? That's okay. So at least when you get your saw and you watch this video, now you know how to set it up and you're ready to go. So we're using a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten up these screws. Now the reason why I know where this goes is in the store I did look at the saw and I studied it a bit before I purchased it to see which one's the right one. So I did check out how it's kind of built. So I know where most of it goes to. Now we'll drop it down. Okay, so what that does, just put this all like this. So there's a button here, releases. So what that does is if you're cutting the wood, it just makes the saw more stable. If I put it this way, as you can see, it just gives the saw more surface area, so technically you're not going to flip it over backwards. So it stops it from almost, like I say, like a roll bar in a car, or a race car, whatnot. Not roll bar, sorry. Wheelie bar. Yeah, wheelie bar. So if you have a wheelie bar in a car, it doesn't flip it backward, right? So that helps it that way, right? Then we have our catcher in the back. So that will go over here, and it's just a little spring you squeeze. And I'll put that on here. Okay, so what happens is when you're cutting the wood, the air will technically push some of the sawdust up into here, and it basically fills up here instead of blowing it all over your shop or wherever you're going to be using it, right? Now, there is space to put the batteries here for the laser, I believe. So let's actually put that in now too. It is a Phillips head screwdriver again, or screw, so you need a Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, so with this, there is, I'll show you here. So there was a screw that was right there, basically screwed right in. And then this bracket, it doesn't actually pull out, you actually pull it down, and then you can pull it out because there's little notches here. Okay, so it goes back in like that, and then you screw it down. Okay, now you can see why I was talking about keeping your hands clean, because I can see I'm a little bit marking up the saw with the grease. So you want to keep your hands clean when you can. Grab the batteries. Now here's a little tip: if you're ever cutting anything, do it against the surface. Don't do it in your hands; it'll slip and it'll cut you. So that'll work out better. If you're cutting it on the table, you might scratch up the table or whatnot, but at least your hands will be okay. Okay, so it's two AAA batteries, 1.5 volt, and they just fit into here. Okay, so they're in there. And again, we put that, slide it up, and then lock it. Okay, up and then lock. Okay. Screw that down. Okay, now don't over tighten that, because that screw will strip there. Like that. In there. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I see a laser. Okay, well, one thing to remember, don't hold onto your saw by this because it's not attached. I'm not sure if you can see, oh there you go. You can see in the picture there. There is a laser, well, actually on this side. See the laser here? I don't know if you can see it from the video, right about there, yeah. Right about there, you can see it. So when I move the saw down, it'll cut it. Now, if you look at this cut, there's something going on here. What's going on? Why does it look kind of crooked? Okay, so there's another adjustment here. Ooh, that you could do different angles. Now, the price of this saw was 109 bucks. So for 109 bucks, I think it's a good deal. I mean, you can spend a lot more money, get something better if you're, you know, construction worker or not. But like I say, this is mostly for projects, for hobbies and stuff like that. If I ever need a bigger saw, I'll upgrade. But this time, I just needed something to cut some wood straight. That's pretty much it. So, very nice. It does have that feature. So it does have, there's a knob here, you just basically unloosen, and that's when you will be able to move this up. Okay? I'll give you more angles to cut with. And then to lock it, just screw it in, and you're good to go. Okay? Now, okay, so if I rotate the saw back this way, you can see in the reflection there, there's the laser there. There's a switch on top here where you can turn off and on the laser. I don't know if you can see it there. There you go. You see the reflection of the laser? Or the switch on top. I'll turn it on and off. So the laser works from the battery. It does not work from the AC power plug. So if your laser does not work, it's nothing to do with the power. Make sure your batteries are properly charged, or replace the batteries that are in here. Okay? So either, you know, pull them out, throw in some rechargeables if you want to do that, or throw in a new set, and you'd be good to go. Okay. Now, just put this on the side here. So here's the saw again. There's a little clamp. So the clamp you just technically screw in if you need it. What we'll probably do is probably that. There you go. And there's my power. So let's just quickly spark this thing up or start it up. It's going to be kind of noisy, but we'll do it real quick. Now usually when using any kind of equipment you want to use goggles. Okay, and I'm just going to start it up. Oh, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Well, first of all, yeah, I got power. Still doesn't work. Oh, there's a safety here. Okay, so if you hold it this way, you hold the safety, and then you can pull the trigger. So I'm just going to do it reverse. Sounds very loud. I mean, not too loud, but loud as a saw can be. So what we're going to do now is unplug it. Safety wise, it's all good. So it did start up. I will take it down to the garage and actually start it up and maybe cut some wood later on. But for now, that's pretty much end of the box opening. Here, let me just show you it again. Cord out of the way. So that is the saw. I still have to take out that little piece of paper there. This is the Ryobi 7 1/4 miter saw. I don't know what else to say about it. It looks like a pretty decent product. I do have some Ryobi portable drills, and they seem to perform very well. So I figure I might as well get one of these and see how they perform. Like again, it's just a hobby saw for now. Later on, if I need a bigger one, I'll get a bigger one. But that's about it. Thank you for watching.